Number 4, question 4 is about detail how county health department is utilizing its revenue generated from the hospital.
Chair, just quick.
Because of time, quickly.
Yes, just 2 questions. One, under the Facility Improvement Act, you must have authority. The law allows you to spend at source. My concern is you are collecting average monthly is 12 million. Under that act, it is very clear that you must have authority of spending and requisitions. I would have expected you, Governor, to attach documentation to show that the chief officer, I don't know whether he's here with us, of health, has given authority for spending at source, because we are brought in law, the Facility Improvement Act. It was signed this year or last year. So I want to see the authority of spending at source, whether as per, I think, section 120 something under Facility Improvement Act, there are conditions. 129. Yeah, just get me the section before I wind up. So what is the authority, whether the authority has been given? Can you provide to that effect as spending, whether all those conditions, spending at that level has been, because these 12 million shillings is a lot. Yeah, authority, the chief officer under section 21 shall be the accounting officer. And then you go to 22, you can spend, of course, at the after conditions. Then 22, the voucher shall be verified by respective hospital accountant or the accountant responsible for health center, whichever is applicable. The voucher shall be presented to the county department for health of accountant for confirmation that items
Point of information
in vote book.
Point of information. I think Senator Cherargei is addressing the wrong county, because in that county we don't have chief officer in any department.
Oh, sorry,
so we don't have one.
It
sorry.
should be point of information.
Chief information, yes. Point of
Okay,
information.
thank you. Oh, we don't have a chief officer.
We don't have chief officers in the county since my governor was elected. Sorry.
Now, Chair, you know, under Section 149 of Public Finance Management Act, the accounting officers is the chief officer. So now, how can I proceed to ask my question, Chair? I'm at the loss, because now the law says, Chair, and you pass this law with us, that the spending must be authorized by the chief officer. It is not saying acting. So, Governor, maybe before I ask my question, are there in the previous administration, were there chief officers that were still serving with you before you appointed the new ones, or their term expired?
Chair,
Yes,
I don't know, I thought we have a session with the Devolution Committee on Thursday to address these particular issues. Unless, they are being brought forward now. I stand to be guided. Yeah.
Order, Governor. When we are talking of revenue collection and expenditure, it's supposed to be, and the chief officer is accounting officer.
Yes.
So just answer question so that we can continue.
Can I assist the Governor? Is there a chief officer in charge of health substantively in office?
Well, I think
as of today,
Chair, Senator.
And let us restrict yourself as chief officer health,
yes,
because this is health.
What I know, first of all, the issue of attachment that you requested, we will provide that one. The document that you said needs to be attached to.
Okay.
But we will provide it. Probably
yes,
we didn't provide it. Number two, the issue of chief officers.
Health.
And I think the specific person you are asking for is the accounting officer. And the question will be is, who appointed the accounting officer? And I think we have the necessary
legal... Just to assist you so that you don't lose. The law says under Section 21 of Facility Improvement Act, and your CCM has just mentioned the act. At Section, the chief officer shall be the accounting officer. So if there is a chief officer of health and sanitation, is the accounting officer that will allow spending at source of that revenue. So my question, is there a chief officer in office or not? It's just a direct question.
I think that's the question which we which we are saying, we will be able to clarify the structure.
No,
as to
Chair,
how.
can you direct the governor to answer the question?
Do you have substantive chief officer of health?
Of health?
That's just a question. Yes
I'm
or
saying
no?
we do have a substantive accounting officer.
No, Chair, Governor, you are on oath through the indulgence of the
I
Chair.
know that.
And you are not allowed to lie on oath. Please, Governor, a simple question. Do you have a chief officer of health substantively in office?
We do have a substantive accounting officer.
No,
health. Chief
Chair,
officer of
A chief officer,
of
the
health.
CSC Health, or the CSC Finance for that matter, is allowed by law to appoint an accounting officer. It's a matter of law.
We are talking of chief officer
Which
health.
law? Which law?
I think, Chair.
Which law allows the CCM to appoint a chief officer?
Order, Governor.
But
Governor. Let me ask you, chief officer, who appoint them?
What I think.
Let's
Chair,
take from there.
No, what we need to do, because I thought really this was a different session, but nevertheless.
It's not different session. We are just asking chief officer health.
Well, there are reasons why we do not have a chief officer, but in the interim, we have.
So in short, because of time, you don't have substantial chief
the
officer
governor
of
is
health.
intentionally misleading the committee. There is no chief officer of health. It's simple. The section 21 of the law says chief officer shall be the accounting officer. I'm asking a simple question, Governor, and you should tell us, is there a chief officer of health in office or not? We have a plenary at 2:30.
Chair.